Hello everyone. In Anime Last Stand, players are treated to a diverse array of units drawn from a rich tapestry of iconic anime characters spanning generations. From classic series like Dragon Ball, Bleach, and Naruto to more recent sensations such as One Punch Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Solo Leveling, the game offers a comprehensive roster to choose from. However, navigating this extensive lineup can be daunting, which is why community-driven tier lists like the one provided offer valuable insights into which units shine brightest on the battlefield. It's important to note that tier lists in Anime Last Stand are inherently subjective, reflecting the collective opinions and experiences of the player base. While they serve as useful guides for newcomers and veterans alike, individual playstyles and strategies may lead to different interpretations of a unit's effectiveness. As players continue to explore the game's ever-expanding roster and master its strategic nuances, the landscape of unit viability is bound to evolve, ensuring a dynamic and engaging experience for all. I'm quickly moving on to the video, and I'm ranking units in Anime Last Stand. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of tier list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching! A very small portion of the audience is subscribed to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like these types of videos. Thanks. Speed Cart, Idol, Best Waifu, Pride Starter, and Beast. In the world of Anime Last Stand, there exists a tier of characters solely dedicated to the art of farming. These units may not boast impressive combat skills or strategic prowess, but they excel in one crucial aspect: resource acquisition. With a singular focus on gathering materials and supplies, these characters become indispensable assets for players aiming to upgrade their more formidable heroes. While they may lack the glamour of legendary warriors or the intellect of master tacticians, their contribution to the success of the team cannot be understated as they tirelessly toil to ensure a steady influx of resources for the greater cause. Within the ranks of Anime Last Stand, these farming units stand as unsung heroes, often overlooked amidst the grandeur of epic battles and daring adventures. Yet, their significance becomes apparent as players navigate the intricate web of resource management and strategic planning. Whether it's cultivating crops, mining precious ores, or gathering essential supplies, these characters perform their duties with unwavering dedication, embodying the spirit of diligence and perseverance. In a world where strength and skill reign supreme, the farm tier reminds players that sometimes the path to victory is paved not by mighty swords or powerful magic, but by the humble labor of those who toil behind the scenes. The units in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Ulmiora, Gas, Kohan Drip, Mrs. Love, and Sunwoo Bloodlust. In the realm of Anime Last Stand, there exist certain units that dwell in the depths of F tier, considered unworthy of battlefield deployment. Among them is Ulmiora, a character whose potential is overshadowed by glaring weaknesses, rendering him unfit for strategic use. Gas, in his base form as Hunter, fails to impress seasoned players, deemed as one of the weakest units available. It's ironic considering his evolution path leads to a formidable version, but in his initial state, Gas struggles to make any meaningful impact. Kohan, affectionately known as Drip, brings little more than amusement to the battlefield with his abysmal stats and lackluster abilities. Despite attempts to inject humor into gameplay, Kohan remains firmly entrenched in the realm of irrelevance. Mrs. Love, while designated as a support character, falls short of fulfilling her intended role, offering little in the way of meaningful assistance to her allies. Her presence on the battlefield does little to sway the tides of battle in favor of her team. Sunwoo, bearing the ominous title of Bloodlust, enters the fray as one of the latest additions to the roster, only to disappoint players with his underwhelming performance. Despite high hopes for his arrival, Sunwoo proves to be a lackluster addition, failing to leave a lasting impression among seasoned commanders. The units in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Top Choppa, Gogata Primal, Drip Zami, and Flash. In the realm of Anime Last Stand, even amidst the ranks of the E tier, there's a glimmer of potential in the Top Choppa. Though often overshadowed by more formidable units, it still manages to eke out some utility, providing a modest option amidst lackluster choices. Gogata Primal emerges as a fusion of Boku and Vagata, yet fails to reach the heights of its superior counterpart, Fused Warrior. While it may boast some semblance of strength, its efficacy pales in comparison to the more formidable options available, relegating it to a lower tier. Drip Zami, though perhaps intended as a jest, falls short of even the most basic expectations. Its presence on the battlefield amounts to little more than a humorous distraction, offering no meaningful contribution to the fray. Flash, the unevolved precursor to Dark Flash, proves to be an underwhelming force in its own right. Despite its potential lineage, it fails to impress, lacking the power and finesse of its evolved form. The units in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right: Blue Admiral, Captain Commander, World's Strongest Old Illusionist, Geezer, Swordman, White Tiger, and Flame Emperor. In Anime Last Stand, Blue Admiral's base version is often considered weak compared to his evolved form, lacking the power and utility players seek in their lineup. Captain Commander, while effective in basic scenarios, falls short in more challenging maps, limiting his usefulness and relegating him to simpler battles. Similarly, World's Strongest Old struggles to shine in difficult maps, making him a lackluster choice for players aiming for higher-level gameplay. Illusionist, the base version of Animated Crow, pales in comparison to its evolved counterpart, offering little incentive for players to utilize it until they obtain the stronger version. Geezer, while decent in certain situations, fails to stand out among other units, lacking the special qualities that would make him a notable addition to players' rosters. Swordman's moderate damage output is overshadowed by other units with superior capabilities, making him a less desirable choice unless no other DPS options are available. White Tiger, despite being one of the newer units, struggles to gain popularity among players due to perceived weaknesses in his kit, hampering his overall effectiveness in battles. Flame Emperor, another recent addition, disappoints players with his underwhelming performance compared to other characters in the game, relegating him to a lower tier of usefulness. The units in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right: Vesh, the Prodigy, Robot 12, Light Admiral, Red Pirate Young, Guru, Dark Captain, Strongest Sorcerer, Curse King Suppressed, Salamander, Crimson Commander, Drip Lami Evo, Dark Flash, the Trio, Wish Dragon, Gerp, and Golden Admiral. In the world of Anime Last Stand, Vesh stands out as a ranged unit, though some players find his attack speed a tad sluggish, placing him in the C tier. The Prodigy, despite his considerable strength, falls into a precarious position in the tier list due to his fragility, teetering between A and D tier depending on one's view of glass cannons. Robot 12, even in her base form, maintains a commendable level of strength, making her a solid choice despite lacking evolutionary enhancements. Light Admiral, in his basic iteration, pales in comparison to his more formidable war version, rendering him less appealing for strategic lineups. Red Pirate Young starts off weak, but holds potential upon evolution, making him a necessary stepping stone to unlock the powerful Red Pirate. Guru edges slightly ahead of Geezer, but doesn't quite reach the level of standout performance, occupying a middle ground in terms of effectiveness. Dark Captain, once a formidable force, has seen a decline in viability post-update, now struggling to compete with other units in terms of strength and utility. Strongest Sorcerer, though possessing stunning capabilities, remains notably weak, making him a less desirable option for battle strategies. Curse King Suppressed falls short of his empowered counterpart, making him a viable but ultimately inferior choice if the Curse King is available. Salamander, while decent for beginners, quickly loses relevance as stronger units become available, relegating him to a replaceable position in most lineups. Crimson Commander debuts with respectable AoE capabilities, offering solid utility in battle scenarios. Drip Lami Evo, despite her humorous demeanor, surprisingly provides valuable support to her team, albeit with limited combat effectiveness. Dark Flash, an evolved version of Flash, maintains speed but lacks significant power, making him a situational choice for fast-paced strategies. The trio, consisting of 3 weak characters, fails to match the prowess of their squad counterpart, making them a less desirable option for combat scenarios. Wish Dragon, primarily serving a supportive role, offers little in terms of direct combat prowess, but can be invaluable for team strategies. Gerp, though strong in his own right, falls short compared to his evolved canon version, making him a suboptimal choice for competitive play. Golden Admiral, in his base form, lacks the effectiveness of his war iteration, serving little purpose beyond filling a party slot. The units in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right: Mesh, Super Robot 12, Boat, Lighting Queen, Genos Evolved, The Squad, Fallen One, Red Dragon Empress, Fused Warrior, Shiny Wish Dragon Evo, Flame Alchemist, Strongest Sorcerer, Maskless, Ninetales, Night King, Boku Ultimate, Lovely Arankar, Ice Baby, Guitar Hero, Gigachad, Con Adult, Baldy Board, Vagata Margin, Red Admiral, Mad Tough, and Piccolo. In the realm of anime Last Stand, Mesh stands as a stalwart but unremarkable presence, boasting moderate prowess amidst its B-tier peers. The Super Robot 12 Evolution iteration brings forth enhanced strength, elevating it above its predecessor with a formidable display of heightened stats. Navigating the waters with adept support, the boat proves its worth as a valuable asset, offering strategic assistance to allies in need. With electrifying prowess, the Lightning Queen illuminates the battlefield, stunning adversaries with her potent area of effect assaults, despite her somewhat lackluster damage output. Evolved from its predecessor, Genos Evolved emerges as a juggernaut, unleashing devastating AAOE attacks, albeit at the expense of sustained damage output, positioning itself as a force to be reckoned with. The Squad, having undergone evolution from the trio, presents itself as a unified force, showcasing improved capabilities and synergistic teamwork. While the Fallen One boasts remarkable range and DPS, its efficacy is hampered by lackluster area of effect capabilities, relegating it to a niche role on the battlefield. The Red Dragon Empress reigns supreme with her ability to unleash devastating AoE attacks, dealing significant damage to swaths of enemies with each fiery breath. Fused Warrior, the amalgamation of Boku and Vagata, commands respect with its heightened strength, though falling short of its evolved form's true potential. Shiny Wish Dragon, though lacking the enhancements of its evolved counterpart, remains a stalwart support unit, offering invaluable assistance to allies in need. Flame Alchemist steps into the fray as a reliable healer, providing essential support to allies with its mending abilities, despite facing stiff competition from other, more potent healers. The Strongest Sorcerer. Maskless, with its formidable domain expansion, asserts its dominance on the battlefield, though still lagging behind other units of its kind in overall effectiveness. The Ninetales, despite its formidable damage output, struggles with sluggish movement speed, limiting its effectiveness in fast-paced engagements. Once a formidable force, the Night King's recent nerfs have relegated her to the sidelines, as players opt for more versatile options in their lineups. Boku Ultimate, while boasting impressive strength, fails to ascend beyond the confines of the B tier, falling short of the powerhouses in higher tiers. Lovely Arankar dazzles with its swift and precise attacks, though its lack of wide-ranging AoE capabilities limits its battlefield impact. Ice Baby maintains a respectable presence with its consistent DPS output, proving itself as a reliable damage dealer in the heat of battle. Though no longer obtainable, Guitar Hero retains its status as a decent unit, offering solid performance despite its limited availability. Gigachad, with its raw strength, commands attention on the battlefield, though lacking any standout abilities to distinguish itself from its peers. Con Adult, despite minor nerfs, remains a formidable force with its decent DPS and area of effect capabilities, maintaining its relevance in battle. Baldy Board, though lacking enthusiasm, still packs a punch with its formidable abilities, carving a path of destruction through enemy lines. Fagata Margin, while not surpassing Boku in power, holds its own with decent DPS and range, though lacking in area of effect prowess. Red Admiral, though in its base form, asserts its strength as a formidable unit among its peers. Mad Tough, with its impressive range of attacks, commands respect on the battlefield, striking fear into the hearts of adversaries with each devastating blow. Piccolo, with its powerful ranged attacks, proves invaluable in situations requiring long-range engagement, though lacking versatility in other aspects of combat. The units in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right: Heavenly Chad, Fused Warrior Super, Golden Admiral War, Sorcerer Killer, Black Swordsman, Gerp Cannon, Metal Knight, Bobak, Ichigo, Curse King, Light Admiral War, Blue Admiral War, Curse Child, and Meteor Guard. In the realm of anime Last Stand, Heavenly Chad reigns supreme, boasting unparalleled power and stats, making him a formidable force on the battlefield. Fused Warrior Super emerges as a force to be reckoned with, wielding even greater strength and prowess compared to its predecessor, capable of turning the tide of any battle with its devastating attacks. Golden Admiral War, the evolved form of Golden Admiral, may not match the raw power of its counterpart, but its enhanced abilities still make it a formidable adversary, striking fear into the hearts of enemies. Sorcerer Killer, a crucial addition to any team seeking to maximize damage output, proves its worth with relentless DPS, decimating foes with precision and efficiency. Black Swordsman remains a stalwart ally, combining impressive damage output, extended range, and potent area of effect attacks to maintain its status as a cornerstone unit in any strategic lineup. Gerp Cannon, the evolved incarnation of Jerp, unleashes unprecedented devastation upon foes, boasting overwhelming damage potential that threatens to overwhelm even the hardiest of adversaries. Metal Knight stands as a bastion of defense, absorbing enemy assaults with ease to provide crucial support and protection for allies, ensuring their longevity on the battlefield. Though now a rare find, Bobak's strength is not to be underestimated, offering a surprising blend of power and resilience that can turn the tide of battle in an instant for those fortunate enough to command him. Ichigo's prowess in dealing damage is undeniable, though limited AoE capabilities relegate him to a slightly lower tier among his peers, despite his undeniable impact in combat scenarios. Curse King emerges as a force of destruction, his evolved form boasting even greater potency, capable of unleashing devastating barrages of damage upon hapless foes, ensuring victory for those who wield his power. Light Admiral War ascends to new heights of tankiness and resilience, providing steadfast defense and support to allies while weathering enemy assaults with ease, ensuring the survival of the team. Blue Admiral War's mastery over AoE attacks makes it a versatile asset on the battlefield, capable of decimating hordes of enemies with a single devastating strike, turning the tide of battle in an instant. Cursed Child, with its long-range AoE capabilities, emerges as a force to be reckoned with, raining down destruction upon enemies from afar, ensuring their swift demise at the hands of its formidable powers. Meteor Guard proves to be a well-balanced addition to any lineup, boasting solid DPS, impressive AoE coverage, and versatile range, making it a reliable asset in a variety of combat situations. The units in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right: Red Pirate, Baldy Sirius, Green Esper, Gas Hunter, Cha Hei-in, Strongest Alien, Red Admiral War, and Animated Crow. In the realm of anime Last Stand, none command as much respect as the Red Pirate. With unmatched prowess and strategic acumen, Red Pirate stands tall as the apex of power on the battlefield, reigning supreme over all others. Baldy Sirius emerges as a force to be reckoned with, shedding his former demeanor for a more focused and deadly approach. His attacks strike with precision and force, leaving devastation in their wake, while his AoE abilities turn the tide of battle in an instant. Green Esper, with her unparalleled mastery over psychic energies, wields her powers to devastating effect, laying waste to any who dare oppose her. Her presence on the battlefield is a harbinger of impending doom for her adversaries. Gas Hunter, in his evolved form, becomes a relentless predator, stalking his prey with lethal efficiency. His ability to deal out damage is matched only by his relentless pursuit of victory, making him a formidable opponent on any battlefield. Cha Hai-in, the enigmatic newcomer, arrives with a power that defies comprehension. Hidden within the shadows, she strikes with unparalleled precision, leaving her enemies in awe of her prowess and fearful of her next move. Strongest Alien, Baldi's formidable adversary, emerges as a worthy challenger, boasting power and stats that rival even the mightiest of foes. His presence on the battlefield adds a layer of uncertainty, as even the most seasoned warriors tread carefully in his presence. Red Admiral War, in its evolved state, becomes a force of destruction, laying waste to anything foolish enough to stand in its path. Its ferocity knows no bounds, as it leaves behind a trail of devastation unmatched by any other unit. Animated Crow, with its newfound power, emerges as a beacon of death and destruction on the battlefield. Its ability to unleash devastating attacks across a wide area makes it a formidable foe, capable of turning the tide of battle in an instant. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.